Hello friends, the building presented over here doesn't have any secondary beam. Okay, so in this video, however, we'll learn how to model the secondary beam taking an hypothetical example. Okay, so secondary beam is required if the span of the slab is very much high, due to which the thickness of the slab increases. Okay, to decrease the thickness of the slab, we provide the secondary beam. Okay, so we'll provide the secondary beam on this span over here, and for that, let's check the length of this beam. For that, right click on this beam. Okay, so here go to location, and here you can see that the length of this beam is 4.445 meters. Okay, so we'll divide this value by 2, right? So it's 2.22, but let's do that in calculator. 4.445 divided by 2 is equal to 2.2225. Okay, so we'll do 2.22, right? So after that, what you can do is that go to draw and click on draw reference points. Okay, so you have to give the offset, right? So the unit is meter, so the offset in the x direction is 0 and in the y direction is 2.2225. okay, so which means that if I click on this point over here, so it will take this point as the origin, and taking this point as the origin, okay, so the location of this point is 0, 2.2225, right? Okay, so we give these values accordingly, right? So we click on this point, and you can see that we got a point over here. Again, if we click on this point for generating another point over here, the values are similar, right? So we click on this point again, and we got 2 points. Now we can draw a beam over here. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, click on draw beam frame cells, and okay, so here we haven't defined any secondary beam, right? So we go to define first, and click on section properties, and we click on frame sections, and we click on add new property, and we click on, okay, so it's steel, so we click on concrete, and we click on rectangular, right? So we give it as secondary beam. Okay, so let's take the depth of the beam as 300 mm, so 0.3, and width of the beam as 230 mm, right? So 0.23. okay, so or you can take 230 by 230, that is 9 inches by 9 inches beam. Okay, so let's do that. So 0.23. okay, so and we change the material as M20, and we also change the concrete reinforcement values, and we click on beam and FE500, they are fine, right? And the cover is 0.025, and here also 0.025. okay, we click on OK. So after that, again we click on OK, and we click on OK, right? So now let's click again, and we click on change the section as secondary beam, and here moment releases, it must be pinned. Okay, so the moment releases continuous means that for this beam and this beam, the moment release was continuous at this point, right? The program will take this entire portion as a single beam or the fixed beam, right? Moment releases pin means that here, if we draw the beam like this, these 2 points are pinned. It means that there is no movement at these 2 points, right? So all the movement will be taken by the main beam, not by the secondary beam. Okay, so whenever you draw the secondary beam, you have to make sure that movement release is pinned. Okay, alright guys, so this much for this video. This is how you draw the secondary beams. Hope it was helpful.